Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Gaming Komar. My name is Sean. I'm going to be answering some of these questions that you guys left on the video. I'm going to try to get to as many of these as I can. Uh, Unfortunately, that's going to wind up being a little while, so I hope you guys can bear with me. And I'm just going to dive right into it. So I'm going to start off with Clash of Lords 2. Do you have pressure being in the top 1 to 4 in Lords League because everyone expects you to be good? No, not really. Uh, Being as high as I am right now was not something I ever intended. It kind of just happened that way. I was in a lot of good guilds, and you know, you get a little aggravated when some players start spamming you. So, you go a little crazy and you start attacking the same player like 10 times a day, and one of you is going to bound to give up, and you just climb that way. I wouldn't suggest going that route. That's pretty stressful, but at this point I'm not really experiencing any pressure from being where I am. I just do my dailies and I work on my base. That's it. Let's see. Colin Reeves, what's a good strategy for arena? This really depends if you have Pangoli's divine skill. If you do, then my best suggestion for you is use it right out of the gate. As soon as you start the match, hit the opponent with Pangoli's divine, and most of the times your players will just go straight for the town hall. If you don't have Pangoli's divine skill and your heroes aren't that great, I would seriously suggest downloading the Line app or downloading WeChat and getting in contact with some of the players. There's a few chat rooms for arena help where you can try to track down your foe of the day or whatever and see if they'll drop heroes for you. Let's see. Who's next? William London, what is best, Savage Chief level 160 or Dark Rider 120? Savage Chief is the STD of this game. You will see him everywhere you go and for no good reason. But that being said, he is a great aid for Pounder. So if you have a Savage Chief, I wouldn't suggest fusing him into anything. He is completely useless as far as doing Lord's League or anything else. But if you've worked on his skills already and you have a Pounder or some other tank like Dark Rider, throw him on one of those guys. He adds a lot of HP to these guys and it makes them pretty hard to kill. So yeah, I would go with Dark Rider, especially because at this point he's evolved. So his evolved skill is crazy, very strong. I would say stick with Dark Rider and use Savage Chief as an aid. Let's see. Nitro Clan X. How do you level heroes so quickly? Well, there is a trick to this. It's Ancient Ruins. Depending on whether or not you can finish this or not, and you don't really need to finish it, but if you have a set team that'll get you pretty far in Ancient Ruins, just bring that team along. Don't bring anybody else, and then bring crappy heroes like the green or the blue or the purple heroes. Bring them along, especially at level 0. And then they'll collect the experience from Ancient Ruins, and then you use those heroes to then fuse into your main heroes, because now they have all that extra XP. And you'll level up faster that way. David Liu, how do you upgrade heroes from 160 to 200? I'm assuming you mean 180 to 200. But that happens if the hero is evolved or not. If you fully evolve one of the heroes, you have the option of getting them to level 200 as you further evolve them. So that's how you get to 200. George Kozar, what is his favorite hero? My favorite hero, I have a love-hate relationship with. I'm going to say it's Abyss Demon. I love him because he's faster than most of the tanks. He's just as strong as them. Doesn't have as much HP as them, but his healing is directly proportionate to how strong you make him. So, and that's perfect because he heals your whole team. But at the same time, I hate him because he will run around the map like a chicken with no head and just completely mess things up if you don't direct him in the right way. And he will chase those Arctic Lord clones like nobody's business. It's pretty stressful, but you just got to learn how to direct him. You can't really control him, but you can direct him in certain ways. So yeah, Abyss Demon would be my favorite. Let's see, Erica Lopez, how did you get your heroes past level 120? That's pretty much, you just fuse two of the same heroes, and it adds a glory to the hero. And each hero that you fuse into him gives you another 5 levels to go up. So yeah, that's how you would do that. What base design would you recommend for a Town Hall 12? I can't really recommend anything because it's been a very long time since I was at Town Hall 12. So things have changed drastically in the game since I was at that point. So I really can't give you too much advice there, except try to find a player that's higher above you and has the same Town Hall. Maybe copy that, work off of that, but you know, designs aren't going to help you if you have weak defenses. So work on your defenses, work on your walls, and especially your heroes, you know. And oh, by the way, a lot of people overlook the hero halls. Max those out as fast as you can, because that gives you a pretty good advantage. Let's see, Gavin Stone, how long have you been playing? I've been playing pretty much a few months after the release of Clash of Lords. I didn't start right off the bat, but I started probably like a month or two before the Hydrosaur, Blockhead, and Pounder release. So I've been playing for a while. Let's see. Moji asks, how much time do you spend on Clash of Lords? When I started, I spent every waking moment to pretty much that I could get into this game. I was just always on my phone. You know, spent more time than I probably should have. But now I'm not spending more than maybe 3 or 4 hours. You know, I'm not going in that hard. I'm just doing my dailies, you know, building my base, and then raiding for the most part. Mr. XP Lobbies, can I have your account? No, but if I ever decide to sell it, I'll let you know. Cullen Reeves, do you get lower trophies from Lord's League whenever you're that high? Yes. I find it very difficult to find anybody worth more than 10 trophies at this point. And I get hit for about 32 trophies at 2 stars, so you do the math. It's not that fun. But yeah, the higher you get, the lower the trophies get. You know. Mikolaj asks if I have a YouTube channel. I do, and I'll give it to Gaming Komar, so he can link it into this video. I haven't done much on it as of late, but I used to just record my tactics on how to drop on high-level players. I'll probably start that up again, you know, and yeah, I'll just pass it along to Komar. Legendcraft, how do you keep yourself entertained with a max base and heroes? My base is not maxed at all. I don't have anything maxed except for my Town Hall. So I keep myself pretty entertained with that, and I'm still working on my heroes because, you know, these new evolves, they go up to level 200, so I can keep myself pretty entertained, actually. Twisted Thundercloud, what heroes do you use for Campaign Clash, Lords League, Arena, Guild Clash, and Resource Raids? That is an extremely in-depth question, and I'm not going to have time to answer that here. So what I'll do is I'll probably make a video on that on my own channel. So keep a lookout for the link to my channel when I give it to Komar, and I'll try to answer that question because it's really a big question to tackle. Let's see. AAS Dad, I just want to ask if you take gold in your levels fast. I mean, your opponents must be pretty tough. How much gold do you collect, and how many hours you spend on resource raids? I spend about 3 or 4 hours on resource raids, and the higher your town hall is, the more gold you win in chests. So at this point, I'm pretty sure it's at max for me because I'm at level 6, Town Hall 16. I get 100k per chest if it shows up after a raid or a fight. So, you get a good amount. But resource raids, they suck now after this update because they lowered how much you get for a lot of these opponents. And I mean, I finish a raid anywhere from 30 to 45 seconds, but I only get anywhere from 50,000 to 65,000 gold per raid. So I got to go at it for a while. Cool Sal 128 asks, do you constantly buy jewels to keep your rank? No, actually I don't buy jewels that often anymore. Currently I have about 1,000 jewels in my base, and I haven't really touched them. You know, I just collect the prizes from Guild Clash or Battle Royale, you know, the Ancient Ruins. You know, you can get a good amount of gems from there, and depending on what you're doing, you don't really need the gems that much once you get to a certain point in the game. Gaming Wapple, how do you feel about the heroes? Penny, too overpowered? Yes, too overpowered, and they did a worse job here with that damn monkey. But you know, IGG screwed it up with Penny first time around. They're still trying to fix that up. You know, even if you haven't noticed, every evolve has a 70% damage reduction, while the heroes are still on their pads. That's just screaming, you know, hey, we screwed up and we're trying to fix it. So these heroes pretty much were evolved, and they added it in there so other players can't just drop Pangoli in the corner, get off 2 shots and kill your heroes. You know, so they screwed it up, and they screwed it up again with this monkey. And well, let's just see how they fix up the monkey, because a lot of people are not happy about that right now. Apples are just pandas. How old is he? I'm 30. Thanks for asking. Let's see. I love video games 667. What are some features that you wish were in the game? There's 2 features I would wish that were in this game. One would be that they would take out your guild mates from Lord's League. Like, well, your own personal Lord's League, because I hate having to spend gems or anything, or hitting weaker opponents, because the strongest opponent is in my guild. You know, take that out of there. And 2, I would like to see you be able to swap talents from offensive to defensive. You know, there's better talents for defense and better talents for offense. It'd be nice if you'd be able to switch from that. But yeah, let's see if IGG does any of that. Is the 10x really better than the 3x? Yes, because 3x you can roll a gold egg or a coral egg or nothing at all in 3 shots, and with the 10x you're at least guaranteed 1 epic. So, you know, 10x is better actually. See, these are good questions, but I don't have too much time here. Does the guild chariot get higher level skills at higher levels? No, actually it doesn't. We're at level 60 right now, and it hasn't gone up to another level. So hopefully IGG changes that. Let's see. Next is Romeo Richardson. Do you think this game is worth spending money on? That really depends on you and how into the game you are. If you're not into it that much and you play it every other day or something, I wouldn't waste my money. But if you're on it like most of us are, and you know you're pretty into it, it doesn't hurt, but just don't go crazy. Are you a real player? I get this a few times. Yes, I'm a real player, and I hate IGG probably as much as some of you guys do. So yeah, no, I don't work for them. I have no affiliations with them whatsoever. Just a regular guy, downloaded the game, liked it, play it, and that's it. Tyler Robb asks, how long did it take him to get that far into the game, or to get Pounder max level? It took me my whole time in the game to get as far as I am. And as far as Pounder, how I got him to max level is before they started evolving heroes, I had actually ran out of things to do. So I had about 4 coral eggs at level 120. So when they actually evolved Pounder, I just threw that all on him, and I got him to level 200. So yeah. Now I'm pretty short for coral eggs, but keeps the game interesting. I'm hollow. How much time do you have to play the game every day, and is it really competitive? And does IGG treat you better knowing that you're higher up? Doing the dailies takes probably 30 minutes, like arena, battle royale, all that. It doesn't take long at all. Is it really competitive? Yes. Like, there is some very dramatic people in this game. I'm not going to name names, but Jesus, some people definitely take this to heart. And it's very competitive at the top. I guess with good reason, people spend money on it. It's like an investment, so people get mad about it. But it's a game, guys. Don't let it piss you off or anything like that. As far as does IGD treat us better higher up? Complete opposite. Complete opposite. IGD does everything in its power to actually screw us over. The people that actually benefit the most from IGG are new spenders. The new spenders get the best treatment in this game, believe it or not. IGG does everything to pull in new players, to spend more money, and the people at the top actually all have massive amounts of problems with IGG. And I'll probably go into that on my own channel. I don't want to waste too much time on that. But yeah, no, we don't get treated very well up here. Wesley Matman, if I want to get what you have on Call 2, do I need a lot of money or no? I wouldn't say a lot of money, but just know when to spend. Don't blow your money every time there's a 50% bonus on $100 or anything like that. Spend when it's worth it. Like if there's a hero for sale for $25, like Pangoli, get it. If you're a spender, it's actually a good deal. But if it's something stupid like smashing eggs, I wouldn't waste my money. Cyborg asks, which evolutions are you looking forward to? IGG needs to evolve Chiron and Abyss Demon already. That's definitely two that need to be evolved. Do you want Great Sage or like him? No, I hate him. He's a game ruiner. And, it's probably great for the new guys. But for the people that are already up here, IGG pretty much smacked us in the face and said, spend a buttload of money or you're going to lose everything you got. The Great Sage is more overpowered than Pangoli. And you guys probably haven't noticed it yet, but you will. It'll get to that point, you guys. Do you like IGG for rushing epics? No, I can't stand that, actually. Most of the top players hate the fact that IGG rushes these epics and then makes them complete game changers, like it's a must thing to have. Not necessary. They have plenty of things that they could work on, especially if you're going to have people still rolling like Savage Chief and Glory Priestess. Like, these are all heroes that are worth nothing, pretty much. And then you're going to drop something like the Great Sage and completely ruin everything for everybody. They need to stop even coming out with new heroes. Just work on what you have. It's ridiculous. I understand they have to make money. They're a company. But they're definitely taking it to extremes here. And a lot of the top players are definitely getting tired of it. So, yeah, I'm not too happy about any of them, those new epics that they're coming out with. But they'll probably keep doing it because people keep buying it, and, that's how they make their money. Kendrick Manalo, is Town Hall rushing worth it? If not, why? Are there pros and cons? In the beginning, no, it's not worth it. I'd say once you get to about level 10 or 12, Town Hall, then you should start rushing it, because by then, your weapons are at a decent level, your walls are already at a decent level, so you can afford to start working on new things, plus those extra defenses that they give you. It's something else that the heroes have to destroy in order to get 3 stars on you, and they cause damage at the same time. So it's I would say once you get to like level 10 or 12, then start rushing your Town Hall. It'll be to your advantage. And you get to play around with new base ideas. You know, you get more stuff out of it. So, yeah. Jesus Duran, when is the iOS getting an update? Don't know. I hate everything Apple, so switch to Android, bro. Let's see. Connor Schrader. I see many bases that go without much structure in them. Should I still stay with the strategized base or not really worth it? This is tricky. It's tricky because bases like the one that I copied from YB, for those of you who don't know, YB is the top player in the game, also one of my guildmates. Awesome guy. His base is just phenomenal. Like, out of every base that I've tried in this game, his base is ridiculous. Now, his base is completely strategized. But at the same time, there's been moments where I'm redoing my base and I'll get hit by somebody and they wind up donating to me, and I'll watch the replay and my base looks like a bomb went off. Everything's all over the place and the heroes just don't focus on, you know, one area, and they spread out, you know. So I guess me personally, I would go strategized. You know, anything that'll make the hero team spread out is definitely in your favor, but it's up to you, really. I got OCD with that, you know. I need everything in structure, you know, but that's just me. So check out different bases. Like I said, YB's base is awesome. Everybody's copying it right now, and for good reason. That base is not easy to get through. What do you think of the updates recently? They tend to rush heroes rather than fixing typos and polishing old things. The new update sucks. A lot of glitches. They had to come out with a patch like a day afterwards because in Arena, people's heroes were running straight to a corner and hitting nothing but a corner. Now, they always do this. There's always serious glitches after their updates. It's like they don't put any attention to detail at all when they drop these updates. The only thing I like about this update is the new Town Hall level and the fact that all the weapons come with more levels. That's it. They could have kept the monkey and everything else. Completely pointless update. I think they should just work on what they got. You know, making the game better, a lot less glitches. But it's IGG, man. What are you gonna do? Frozen Blood, COL. Sean, do you think Pangoli's divine skill is worth it? Yes, absolutely worth it. Anybody that says it's not has no idea what they're talking about. That is by far one of the most essential things to 3-starring some pretty powerful opponents. If you don't have it, it could mean the difference between you donating or you getting the 3 stars. It's that simple. It's a very, very strong divine skill and much needed. Let's see. All right, we're running on the last few questions here. What epics do you think would be the perfect team? By Luke Smith. There is no perfect team as it stands, but there are heroes that are mandatory in your team at this point. 2 of those are Pangoli and Renee. You absolutely need those for the most part, unless you have an insane amount of cash like Ass and Pain and can just max evolve everything and play around with different teams. But for those of you that do not have a ridiculous amount of cash in your pocket, Pangoli and Renee are absolutely necessary in your team. What else is necessary? A healer. You need a healer. Whether it's Hydrasaur, whether it's Glory Priestess, whether it's Abyss Demon, need a healer. And then the last 2 slots is pretty much up to you. Me currently, right now, I'm running Arctic Lord, Dark Rider, Abyss Demon, Pangoli, and Renee. So, you know, you can play around with the other 2, but you definitely need a healer. And Renee for her revive skill. And a lot of people sleep on her evolve, but her her divine skills suck at level 1 and 2, but at level 3, absolute game changer. Because once you can use like 2-pounder blood caps or 2 Pangoli's divine skills, like complete game changer. So yeah, definitely need Pangoli, definitely need Renee, and a healer. Tommy McCade, what are the best hero talents? Great question. And that differs per hero. You really got to read the description, read the fine print, because every hero is different. Any hero that his special is based on damage, not attack, damage, then you're definitely going to want blessed weapons on him. Any tank hero like Dark Rider or Savage Chief, or even Renee, she's not a tank, but my personal experience, the best talents for her were Charm Curtain. You know, you want her to take a lot less damage because she dies quickly. She's weak. That's it. The only reason to have Renee on your team is because of her skills. Outside of that, she's completely worthless. But you know, if you want people to have a hard time killing your Dark Rider or your Savage Chief or your Pounder, then I would definitely go with Charm Curtain. And for heroes like, you know, Pangoli, Blessed Weapon is the way to go, unless you're fighting somebody with the Chiron aids. If somebody has 5 Chiron aids, go the other way. Do not put Blessed Weapon on Pan, because you will suicide him with the first shot. You know, it's another reason why I said I really wish they would have different options of switching between offensive and defensive talents. That's pretty much it. I answered pretty much every question I thought would intrigue you guys. And you know, as far as keeping the game entertaining, one of the things that I could suggest is being in a guild where there are very minimal amounts of mutes. Now, what I mean by that is people that don't talk. I probably would have quit this game a long time ago if it wasn't for my guild mates. I was in a few, you know, places where it's just so boring. You get into a guild, nobody talks, you're pretty much just there, and you can lose interest pretty fast in there. So, you know, guild communication is by far the best thing that you can come across in this game. You'll make some pretty interesting friends. I get along great with all my guild mates. I still have a lot of love for my previous guild in Night's Watch. You know, those guys are awesome people too. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. You know, it's not just about the game. You wind up getting a close bond with people. And, you know, I met some awesome people here. So, till next time, you know, just keep clashing.